On April 15th, House Democrats filed 6 articles of impeachment against Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, citing war crimes, unauthorized military action in Iran, and a pattern of reckless conduct at the Pentagon. The resolution almost certainly will not pass in this Republican-controlled House, but the stakes behind it are very real. Tonight we debate, should Hegseth be removed? Our left debater says yes, our right debater says absolutely not.
This is not a political stunt. These are 6 specific, documented articles of impeachment, grounded in real events with real body counts. A United States military strike hit a girls' school in Minab, Iran, killing at least 175 people, the majority of them children. The Pentagon has acknowledged the strike was based on outdated intelligence and has not apologized. Hegseth himself declared no quarter, no mercy for our enemies, language that legal experts say may violate the Geneva Conventions and other binding obligations of the United States. That is not tough talk. That is an unlawful command. On top of the civilian carnage, Hegseth shared classified operational details about military strikes in Yemen over Signal with his wife, his brother, and his personal attorney, none of whom held appropriate security clearances. The Pentagon's own Inspector General found he jeopardized troop safety. Now his allies will tell you this is all about Democratic politics ahead of the midterms. But only 2 cabinet officials have ever been impeached in American history, and Democrats are not moving these articles because it is easy. They are moving them because a man in charge of the most powerful military on earth has demonstrated willful disregard for the Constitution, for the laws of war, and for the lives of civilians. That demands a reckoning.
Let me address the school strike directly. Yes, it happened. Yes, it was tragic. But the Pentagon has made clear it was carried out on the basis of available intelligence during active combat operations, not as deliberate targeting of civilians. That is a distinction the laws of war actually recognize. As for the Signalgate allegation, the Department of Defense declared the Inspector General's report a total exoneration. Democrats are packaging a series of unfortunate wartime realities into a political weapon, and doing it 13 members strong, not a majority, not a movement. This is a minority with a megaphone calling it accountability. Here is the honest picture. Pete Hegseth is leading a Pentagon that, under Operation Epic Fury, delivered the most significant military achievement against a nuclear-aspiring adversary in decades. The ceasefire that went into effect in Lebanon this week, the Strait of Hormuz reopening even briefly, the diplomatic opening that now has Pakistan mediating direct talks between Washington and Tehran, none of that happens without overwhelming military pressure. Democrats have been trying to impeach someone in this cabinet since day one. They went after Kristi Noem. They went after Pam Bondi. Both are gone, not because of impeachment, but because the president made his own personnel decisions. Now they are targeting Hegseth at the very moment a deal with Iran may actually be within reach. The Constitution does give Congress the power to declare war, but it also gives the commander-in-chief enormous authority to conduct military operations, and Congress has been briefed repeatedly. The war powers argument falls apart when you look at the record of briefings that were provided. What Democrats cannot accept is that coercive military diplomacy sometimes works, and it appears to be working right now.
Operation Epic Fury working is doing a lot of heavy lifting. When a 10-day ceasefire in Lebanon is already showing cracks, and Iran closed the strait again within 24 hours of reopening it. More importantly, none of those battlefield outcomes, retroactively, authorize an unconstitutional war or excuse 175 dead children. The Constitution does not have a winning exemption clause. If the deal is close, it will be signed by diplomats, not by a man who told his troops to give no mercy. Hegseth has to go.
Our left debater argued that documented war crimes, classified information breaches, and an unauthorized war make Hegseth's removal constitutionally necessary. Our right debater countered that the articles are political theater timed to undermine a military campaign that may actually be succeeding. The sharpest disagreement: whether battlefield results can justify the conduct behind them.